What's up, everybody?
What's good? We're back.
It's game time,
Cracking
baby.
it. How's your week been before we toss the intro in there? Or how's the weekend?
It's been pretty good, I think I'm one Dolphins win away from being evicted.
Oh yeah, a little
Just
too
like-
loud, huh?
Just the screaming, and when we won, I literally opened my apartment door and ran down the hallways.
Just streaking.
I wasn't naked, but I was definitely in a wife beater and some shorts.
One more and you will be naked.
Thursday night. That's our moment.
Yeah. I think it's about time to toss the intro in there. I've missed it. I know these guys have missed it. So let me hear it.
Let's just run it up.
We hit the jackpot this time.
What a beautiful intro. I'm glad we all got to watch it, see it, hear it.
I'm so happy that we have it. And our next step is to get an outro, and then after that, sponsorships.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I totally forgot the outros were a thing. Otherwise, we'd probably have one already.
Yeah, it's not. They're not the most important thing. Most people
it's
don't
just-
even stay for the outro.
Yeah, it's just tough because it's like outros get copyrighted a lot, and I'm just glad our intro never gets copyrighted. You know,
Yeah, I love it.
it's my favorite part.
Copyrighted free music, and if we
Yep.
put a outro out there, I feel like it'd be a double gut punch.
Yeah, it probably would get us. But you know what time it is? Time for the Weddle. It's time to prove how great we are. Ooh, there it is, right at the top of the screen.
noise. Hit me with that scroll.
I'm gonna say stop right about now.
Zach Davidson, tight end in the NFC.
Wow.
We're just gonna get this on. We're gonna get this on quick. You know what I mean? We have a bunch of stuff to talk about. So
Toss Bobby Tons in there.
Tonyan, Robert Tonyan. Ooh, 6'5" tight end. Wow, he's really tall.
So he's 26.
26 years old. 86, 87 in the NFC conference.
87.
Wow, what a weird number for a tight end. Number 40.
Yeah, what? That is weird.
What an
Bro's
L
probably.
number.
Does he play? I don't know. Never
No,
heard of him.
definitely not, because he's on Buffalo, and Dawson Knox is definitely the starter.
Oh, what about throw? What's his name? Noah Fant. I bet
Seattle?
it's him. Yeah.
No Huff Hand.
No.
Oh, he's number 86.
That's tough. I was really hoping it was 87. Oh, he's younger than I thought too.
Wow, he's really
86.
86 in the East or the South.
Oh, what about Daxton Schultz? Or what's his
Dalton.
name? Dalton. Same thing. He's a tight end.
W.
Easy.
Just
That
gonna
was
move on.
that literally took about like
That took a minute and a half.
That's too light.
Random scroll.
And we're stopping.
Jabril Cox. Nice.
Nice Cox.
Offensive player in the
Oh, shit.
AFC.
That didn't help us at all.
Offensive player in the AFC.
Let's just
He's 6'4". He's probably a lineman. Ugh.
interesting. Throw a lineman in there that you know.
I'm gonna throw in Teron Armstead.
I pop him in there.
Oh. 6'4", 30 or 29 years old.
Should we try?
The number's higher than 72.
Yeah.
That's
Interesting.
pretty
Yeah. Let's try a receiver
dope. Okay, yeah.
in
Who's
the
really tall?
AFC.
Keenan Allen. Is he that tall?
Yeah,
6'4"?
yeah. He's got a low number though.
Yeah, he's number 13. Oh yeah, 80s, huh?
Yeah.
The receiver who's in the 80s.
Not a common thing anymore. It used to be very
Yeah.
common.
It's really hard now.
Should we
Man.
should we try a tight end again?
Yeah.
Maybe it's double tight end. I can't think of any tight ends either.
Mark
Toss-
Andrews.
just toss. Oh, it's not in the East. Yeah, toss Mark Andrews in there.
Oh, where'd he go?
Oh, yeah, he's gone.
What the heck is that? Get away. Go away.
Ooh. Hot MILFs near you.
That's not what that was.
The AFC North, huh?
AFC North, not tight end.
Oh, what about what number is Bateman now?
He's in the teens. At least something 8, 9, 18, something like that. It's it wouldn't be Baltimore anyways.
Yeah, I know. I thought of that as I was saying it. Shit balls.
So who's in the North? It's the Cincinnati Bengals, Cleveland Browns.
Ooh, what about like T. Higgins? Isn't he like 80?
Oh, I love that pick.
Yeah, I like it too.
He went off this week. Dang. It's probably it's good. It's probably gonna be a
6'1".
guard, huh? Guard or center. That's annoying.
Good thing I don't know any of them. He's
so it's
old
not Baltimore,
too.
so it's either Cleveland, Jedrick Willis. Is he that old? Is he a guard? I think he's a tackle actually.
You let me know if you need a Google machine because I'm no help at the moment.
Okay, I'm thinking. Does Andrew Villanueva still play for the Steelers?
No.
Dang, that sucks.
Do you know any guards so we can just check to see if it is a guard?
I'm gonna throw in not Willis. What is his first name? Jedrick Willis. He's in Cleveland. He's a tackle.
Think it could be a quarterback?
Maybe. You're just like overthinking this.
Maybe.
Jacoby Brissett or Deshaun Watson.
Jacoby Brissett. Is he 29? Fuck you, dude. Toss him in there.
Okay, yeah. It's
not a quarterback.
Definitely,
it's definitely a guard.
Definitely a guard or a center.
Shit balls.
What's their center's name? Or their guard's name? He's a really good player. God, I forgot his name.
No idea.
We weren't even looking at the number. We just completely forgot about
Yeah, literally. I mean, yeah, it's higher than 72. It's lower than 85. So yeah, that's definitely in the range of a guard.
God, what is his name? Joe Thomas. Wow, we just got humbled.
No, O linemen don't count.
O linemen are people too.
They are not.
They're machines.
They literally are just they're like NPCs. You know what I mean?
God, what is this? What is his name? He played on Thursday night, but I think he got injured. God, what's his name? You might need a Google machine this.
You talking about Joel Bentonio? Or
yeah.
Wyatt Teller?
Yeah, Wyatt Teller's the guy I was thinking, but it was Joel Bentonio. Wyatt Teller was the guy I was thinking of. Okay.
Nice. So you were wrong.
I mean, I'll take partial credit.
We knew it was a guard after like the second option. We were just trying to check everything else first because fuck guards. Not actually though. Guards are nice. You get a good guard, you're gonna have a good O-line.
Yeah.
Holy crap! The Cleveland Browns have so many dudes on IR. So many. I'm like just on the offensive side of the ball. I'm counting 6.
Wow.
Defensively, 4.
10 people that are on IR.
They got 11 dudes total. Poor guy.
How does that make sense? You said 6 and 4.
Well, they had a special teamer too.
Oh, he doesn't count.
He does not count either. Special teamers don't count. Anyways, getting the games this week. I don't know about you, but I only get to watch a couple games a week, and all the games I watched were just like defensive battles. I did not get to see any touchdowns scored at all. It was so sad.
Yeah, I didn't really watch that much football either. Obviously, I watched that Thursday night game.
Mm-hmm.
I watched Miami's game. I didn't watch what's it called? I didn't watch Sunday Night Football. I didn't watch Monday Night Football. I watched a little bit of the Chargers Jags. I watched a little bit of the Raiders Titans.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of the Packers Bucks, but I didn't watch a full game.
Right.
I only watched 2 games this whole week.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I seen some highlights too. which is nice. But I don't know. So first game I watched other than Thursday night game was the Packers game, and I missed like the first quarter. So literally, I did not see
Nothing
the
happened.
Packers score once. Yeah, literally, it was just like punt, 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 drive down,
Pick.
punt. Yeah, I'm like, goodness gracious. I also watched the 49ers game. That game was so terrible. I don't know how to describe. I've never seen like football is normally like poetry in motion. You know what I mean? You're watching it and you're just like, this is beautiful. The whole time I'm just like, I'd rather shit
want
my
this to
pants and
end.
wipe. You know what I mean? Like it was just terrible.
Yeah, like how do you like have the two most hyped teams coming into the season,
Mhm.
and it's a 1-point game, barely
Literally.
over double digits.
The
10
only
to
thing,
11,
yeah,
bro,
the only thing that won the Broncos this game
was the
was
safety.
was that freaking safety where he just stepped out of the back of the end zone.
If it
And then
wasn't
he
a
threw a pick
safety, it
six.
would have been a pick six.
Yeah.
So like it was a blessing in disguise, low key, because
Yeah,
he just
still lost though.
Bradley Chubb just like snagged the ball.
Yeah,
And then I was like, oh, they're gonna score it anyways. You gonna take
Right.
6? You're gonna take or 7 or 2? Like,
literally.
oh, but
The Bears clutching up and not losing to the Texans saved me my loser pick, by the way. That was my last one left.
speaking of loser picks, man, how in the world did the Colts beat the Chiefs?
That's the Colts though. If you see them like the past like 4 years, it's like start the season super shitty, beat a good team. You know what I mean?
I'm so disappointed, man.
Me personally, I don't know. At the beginning of the year, I would have totally like put this down as a win for the Colts. But like after their first 2 weeks of just getting I would not put them there.
God.
I was super impressed with the Jags though.
Oh yeah, they played. Everything about their game was
Yes.
so beautiful.
So nice.
Trevor
See,
Lawrence,
that's poetry in
the
motion.
whole defense.
Yes.
Doug Peterson is him.
Literally. Trevor Lawrence is him.
Yeah, I know. Like I was
They had a
gonna pick
running
the
game, too.
Jags. I was gonna pick the Jags in my loser pick, but it literally just came up to Justin Herbert,
Yeah,
and he didn't have the greatest game. He had like 270 yards, touchdown, and a pick.
right.
I mean, I was gonna bench him on fantasy, but I was like, he's Herbert, he can do it.
Right.
He didn't play the greatest, but you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
I mean,
I lost in fantasy. I don't
he
really
didn't
care.
completely sell the game, you know,
Yeah,
but they really didn't have a chance looking at the score. You know what I mean, 38-10. You really got to play super well, and he just didn't have it in him this week.
yeah. Like Trevor Lawrence really like you said it last time. You were like, who he's gonna pick apart the defense, and that's kind of what he did. He just like found the zones and made the right plays, and you know that scramble out to, and then he hit Zay Jones in the end zone. Like,
Yeah,
that was a
Beautiful.
beautiful play.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats to the Jags. They're
One
not as
one
garbage
prediction we
everybody
got
else
right. The Eagles did in fact have unconsensual sexual intercourse with the Commanders.
thought. They did. Yeah, that was a slaughter fest.
Yes. Fun to watch.
The Commanders they had 6 sacks that game.
I remember at one point they had like -2 passing yards.
Yeah, it was. I saw that.
And that wasn't in
stat
like the first quarter. That was like at like
the whole game.
third quarter or some shit.
I saw that on Instagram.
Crazy.
It was like
Yeah.
it was like passing yards for the Eagles was like 362 yards.
Yep.
And I said -2. I'm
Literally.
like,
How do you do
how?
that though?
I praised Carson Wentz so much last episode.
Yeah.
But he just completely fell off.
Yeah, he shit the bed.
He did. It was so sad. But you know, against the Eagles, we kind of expect that. I think the Eagles have the best offense right now.
Yeah, they got the Batman combo. Can't really beat it. It's way too OP. Jalen Hurts too is actually him. Like 340 and 3 touchdowns.
That's crazy.
That's absurd.
He's playing out of his mind.
Yes.
I think he should be
MVP
in
season.
MVP. Yeah, I was gonna say he should be in MVP conversations.
I personally agree with you.
Which is crazy because like people hated on him last year.
Yeah, he was getting just like talked on like crazy. It was like after every game, after every loss, even after wins, they'd talk about him.
Yeah, they'd be like, it wasn't even him. It was his
Yeah,
receivers, his running
exactly.
back, his defense. And now it's like he's putting the team on his back, and
Yes.
he's doing this by himself.
Absolutely.
Not really, but you know what I mean.
But he's like he's doing what like elite quarterbacks do. You know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, there's other good players on the team, but he's doing such a good job. It needs to be putting the other good players in positions to be great, and that's what you need out of an elite quarterback.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. Would you say he's a top 10 right now?
I'd probably put him top 5 if I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay,
Like, there's not a lot of quarterbacks that are just performing better than him at the moment.
that's true. Another game that I want to talk about is obviously that Dolphins game.
Damn Dolphins.
Them
fucking fish.
They're not fish, they're mammals. But that game was intense. The Bills almost ran 100 plays in the game.
Damn.
Their time of possession was like twice ours.
That's nuts.
Josh Allen had 400 passing yards.
Yeah, I see that. Holy balls.
2 touchdowns, and he lost.
Very good game for him.
Yeah, like when you asked me who do you think was going to throw the most passing yards, I said Joe Burrow, or not Joe Burrow. I think I don't remember who I said, but I should have said Josh Allen. Man, he's
literally
watching that game. It gave me like headaches on our third down defense. Our third down defense was so bad.
Yeah,
it was like 3rd and 12, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8. Like every single time they had a third down, Josh Allen would just
he's clutching up.
He just scrambled all the way, and we should have had like 10 sacks that game. We should have had 4 picks that game, but we had 1 turnover, and it was a forced fumble by Javon Holland.
Yeah,
in the first quarter. Like,
so what do you think won the game for you guys? Like, did you guys win the turnover battle too? I'm curious.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so that obviously, like, statistically, if you win the turnover battle, you win games most of the time.
Yeah.
But like, for a first quarter turnover isn't really going to do much for that.
Exactly. That's why I'm like so in shock that we won.
Yeah. Well, like, what do you think did it? Like, what specifically?
Their time management was terrible. They
missed at the end of the game.
At both halves. At both halves. So like the before halftime, Josh Allen was supposed to spike the ball and stop the clock, kick a field goal. They would have went up. But the snap was bad, so that he couldn't handle it right. So he just like panicked and threw it out to Stephon Diggs. And then they ran the clock out, so they didn't get the field goal there. And then, the very last play of the game, it was like 3rd and 8 or something, or 3rd and 4, and Josh Allen was getting pressure, so he threw it he tossed it to Isaiah McKenzie, and then he didn't run out of bounds. And there was like 15 seconds. That whole play was like 15 seconds exactly. Yeah. And then they didn't get to spike it. They didn't get the field goal. They weren't even in field goal range, but they still would have tried it. So I think that their time management, they made a lot of mistakes. They had the Matt Milano should have had a pick 6. He dropped it. Jalen Waddle on that post route just like completely split through the defense. Tua hit him for 50 yards. Josh Allen on that fourth and goal, he just spiked it into the ground. It was a bad throw. Do
you think the loss of their safeties was like a big like thing that was noticeable? Because like I said, I didn't get to watch this game. Like, was the deep passing there?
We didn't attempt that many balls like downfield, but every time we did, it was a hit.
Yeah,
I think if Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer were there, even if just one of them were there, it would have completely changed the game.
Interesting.
But I'll take 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, I would also take that any day of the week.
A win's a win.
Yeah. The Lions-Vikings game was an interesting one.
Yeah.
Came down to the wire. I definitely thought the Lions were winning. I mean, in the second quarter, I thought they were going to win the game. Then all of a sudden, a little comeback. At the end of the game, I was like, it's over. GG Lions. And the Vikings came out with like 40 seconds left, scored a touchdown.
KJ Osborne. I think Josh Sid was at that game.
Who?
Josh Sid, Brian's friend.
Oh, yeah. Dude has majorly gigantic legs, guys.
Yeah, his legs are
like
bigger, probably bigger than Saquon's.
like imagine this. Imagine taking like the width of your shoulders, any human being's shoulders. That's
Just
his
throwing him on
legs.
your legs.
Yes. That dude has massive legs.
Shout out Josh, man.
Shout out his
like
legs, man.
super fit. I follow him on Instagram, and he's just always in the gym.
Just jacked.
Yeah, literally.
I'll do it.
But yeah, that Vikings game, I thought the Lions were gonna win. On my fantasy team, I had 3 players on playing in that game. I had Dalvin Cook, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and TJ Hawkinson, and they all played pretty well.
I was about to say you must have had a good week in fantasy.
It did not.
Oh, that's
Definitely did not.
unfortunate.
I lost.
One person that did have a good game though, Jeff Okudah.
Oh, he locked down.
He's really grown into his like position there.
I'm
for
so
the
happy
Lions.
for him.
Justin Jefferson 3 for 14. I heard a lot of talk about how amazing he was going to do this year, and I've said to a zillion different people this year, Jamar Chase is better than Justin Jefferson. I've said it a million times, and let me just check on Jamar Chase's stats.
I believe I am one of those persons, or one of those
Yes.
people you said it to.
This podcast has also heard it. I can guarantee it, and if they haven't, you're hearing it literally right now.
They've definitely heard it, but
Exactly, because
I still
I'm
think
vocal
Justin
about
Jefferson.
this.
I think Justin Jefferson is still better than Jamar Chase.
I don't know.
But this year is proving me wrong so far.
Yeah,
this
year,
it's only week 3. Calm down.
yeah, it's only week 3, but all I gotta say is Justin Jefferson is getting locked.
Yeah,
Like the
back
past
to back
2
weeks.
he hasn't done anything. Jamar Chase hasn't been going crazy. It's been kind of the T. Higgins show, honestly, there.
Oh yeah, I love
But-
some T. Higgins.
But there's a lot of receivers there. They're gonna eat week to week. But that's the one thing about the Vikings though, is it's like yeah, they have a couple other decent guys. Adam Thielen, not a bad receiver. Osborne, he's gonna grow into a decent receiver. But at this point, Jefferson's the number 1. Like he's like their Devontae Adams. They got some situational guys around him, but he's their guy. He should be putting up numbers. There's no one else for them to throw to really, and he's just not.
That's true.
He can't handle the extra guys covering him. You know what I mean? Like he's clearly going to be getting extra safety help over the top, linebackers underneath him, and he just hasn't been handling it very well.
Yeah,
and I love to see it because #Jamar Chase is the GOAT.
Put that on Twitter.
Oh God.
I want to jump into our offensive defensive player of the week.
Yes.
Go ahead, hit me with that defensive player.
Oh, you want me to go defensive first?
Yeah.
You're gonna like this one, just because I think it was part of the reason why they won the game. I only saw the highlights and stuff, but Javon Holland, he had 10 tackles, a sack and a half, and a forced fumble. Like that's gas.
I love me some.
As
I love that guy, man. He's probably my favorite player on the defense.
Yeah, when I was looking for defensive players of the week, I'm going through, and there was a lot of good defensive play this week, but there was no like solo plays or like players that like went crazy. No 2-pick games.
Yeah,
didn't really see any 3-sack performances, nothing like that. But then I got to them, and I was like, a safety getting a sack and a half, 10 tackles, like he was in there in the run game, and he got a turnover.
Yeah, he that whole game he could have had 2 picks. He had one on the 1-yard line. Josh Allen was trying to throw it to their fullback, Gilman, and he just jumped it, but it was too high and it went through his hands. It was a wobbly pass, so you couldn't catch it.
Yeah,
and that was a pass breakup. And then he had another one where he almost jumped the route again on a comeback. And it went through his hands and just bounced off his chest.
I think he needs some new gloves.
Grip boost.
Grip boost.
But
my roommate who plays
pretty well.
receiver uses those.
They're really good.
Boost.
They're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Offense, shout out Javon. I'll get him on the next show. Shout out to Snowman.
He'll be here. No sweat.
Shout out to Snowman. For my offense player of the week, I'm gonna change the name to offensive team of the week. I'm gonna go the entire Philadelphia Eagles. They completely just like destroyed the Commanders.
Yeah,
like everything about their offense was just connecting beautifully. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, just Jalen Hurts, their offensive line, Miles Sanders, Boston Scott. It's everything about their team.
You can pretty much name them all. Yeah. And see, you can even, I could have named their defensive team of the week too, because they just lock down. There's nothing ever open. The run game is never there.
6 sacks.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think the Eagles. We'll get into it. Never mind.
Yeah, I think the Eagles are very good, and we will get into it. One thing we should do before we hit anything next is we record on Thursdays, so we should probably talk about the Dolphins-Bengals game.
Yes.
Just get the prediction in there real quick. I think this could be a good game.
I'm so excited for it. I took the day off of work.
That's funny.
I was like, Jose, I work Sundays, the games happen on Sundays. I'm fine with missing the first quarter, but please give me Thursday night off.
Right.
He's like, okay, I got you. So he wrote off on it. I was like,
nice. That's legendary.
I got to go to class and mentally prepare for this game because it's going to be good.
Yeah. So since you're so hyped for it, let me hear a prediction. Let me hear like a specific prediction. I don't just want to hear like, yeah, I think the Dolphins are going to win. Maybe give me like a score and maybe like what wins them the game. You know what I mean?
I love how you just jump into me thinking the Dolphins are going to win.
They're 3-0, there's a hype train.
I think the Bengals win literally just because they're uniforms. They're wearing the all white.
The all whites.
I can't wait to see that. Those are so sick.
I'm ready to bust.
They won't even see it on the jersey because they're white.
Exactly. That's the best part.
I'm obviously gonna go Miami here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Miami winning. I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't know if we like blow them out or it's gonna be close because we're playing good offensively, we're playing good defensively, and they've kind of fell off from last year. Yeah. I'm gonna go Miami wins by 10. I'm gonna go 30-20.
Okay.
What wins us the game is our defense. It's probably, Burrow's probably gonna have a good because we haven't been good against the pass. It's just like our front seven has been pretty good. Secondary's not. It's kind of struggling a little bit. Every quarterback we played against, has thrown a lot of passing yards on us.
Yeah.
So I think Burrow's gonna have a good passing game. He might throw a pick, but I think it's just our goal line defense and just our quarterback pressure that's gonna just win us this game. Because the Bengals O-line Burrow's been sacked the most in the NFL. So that right there, we're gonna have a field day, and then Tua is just gonna have to step up again. It's gonna be like Bama LSU over again. You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
So literally, it is Bama LSU. It's Tua and Waddle, and then Jamar and Joe. That's crazy.
That is funny. Yes. I'm getting my first win of Thursday Night Football this week. My first one, and this is going to be your first loss. I'm going with the Bengals. Okay? They've been struggling, but the best time to turn your season around is against a team that's been performing successfully. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not having a great season, but if you can beat a team that has been playing at a high level, it's going to change your season. I think the score is going to be, an extremely close game. I'm going to go 23-24. And I think what wins them the game is I think they're going to push the field really well. Like they're going to get not necessarily a lot of deep passes, but they're going to get deep passes when it matters.
Okay.
But I do think that the pressure on the quarterback could be an extreme problem. I think they really got to. Mixon's got to get in there in the pass pro a little bit. Something, I don't know. But I'm excited for this game. It's gonna be a fun one. The all whites. I hope you guys go all white too. You know what I mean? Just toss on the blue helmet. You know what I mean?
I don't. We're not going all. I think we're going aqua pants, white top. I believe so. But that game, I can't wait for that game. This is our first primetime game. We have two of them this year.
You only have two? That's so sad.
I know. We never get primetime games.
Yeah. Because they're the Dolphins.
Yeah, nobody wants to see Miami play it.
Yeah, I don't want to see them play. I just want to watch it for the Bengals.
In the next coming years, if we are good, they're probably good.
After they get rid of Tua,
we have three.
Bryce Young. Yeah.
We have 3 primetime games. We have this one. We have one against the Steelers on Monday night, and then we have Christmas game.
Oh yeah, that's right. With the Packers.
Yeah, that's gonna be a game. I can't wait for that
Little
one.
pre-prediction: Green Bay dubbing that girl.
Pre-prediction: Miami gives me a Christmas gift.
An L. So what we're gonna jump into next, in a big thing. It's week 3, so it's almost like half of the first quarter of football.
Yep.
Maybe a little more than that. Something like that. We're gonna get our like first quarter power rankings in. You know what I mean? Top 5, bottom 5.
We're not gonna bore you guys with all 32 teams.
Yeah, because most of them don't matter. We only care about the shitty ones and the good
ones.
Yeah.
So, do you want to do? Let's do bottom first, just so it's less
Yeah.
controversial.
Yeah.
Actually, this one could be controversial.
This is going to be extremely controversial. Okay, so just so everyone knows, I'm a Raider, which is a bird. You know, that's my homecoming jersey last year. It's a bird, so I like to fly by the seat of my pants. So everything I'm saying is being winged. Okay, I did not write shit down.
I did. So, okay, we'll do it like this. We'll go. You tell me you're 32, I'll tell you my 32, and then
Okay.
you tell me you're 31, I'll tell you 31. Okay. Who do you got at 32?
I got 32. I got the Texans.
I also had the Texans.
Yeah. Like, I'm putting them at 32 because I'm pretty sure I'm going to pick them every week for the loser pool. You know what I mean? And I'm confident that they're going to lose.
Which sucks, man, because I like the Texans. I like
I
Davis
don't.
Mills. I like Brandon Cooks. I
His
like
neck's
Dameon
too long.
Pierce.
His neck is too long. It creeps me
Whose
out.
neck is longer? Davis Mills or Mike Glennon?
Oh, that's interesting. I hate them both, specifically because of their necks. I think the real question is, though, is what's bigger, Davis Mills' neck or Peyton Manning's forehead?
Davis Mills' neck or Mike McDaniel's balls?
Davis Mills' neck or Nick Foles' dick? Yeah, Texans. You're agreeing that 32 is the Texans?
Yes. Davis Mills' neck or Phillip Rivers' family tree?
All right, you got him on that one. 31. This is kind of tough for me, if I'm gonna be honest. There's lots of shitty teams in the league. Man, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. I like them right around the 30 to 31 area.
I have at 31, which could be controversial here. I have the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh wow!
I think. Who's their coach? Josh McDaniels. He
Yeah.
is not off to a great start.
Yeah, definitely hasn't been.
I mean, they've been competitive in games, but not winning a game so far. I only have them above Houston is because they're obviously the worst team in the league.
They haven't been competing.
The
Not very
Raiders, they've been in every single game, but just losing. You're 0-3 with Carr, Waller, Renfro, Adams.
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna do that, man?
And I'm not sure who they have on defense, but I don't think they have a particularly shitty defense.
Yeah, they have Chandler Jones,
Yeah.
Trayvon Mullen. You know, they have Max Crosby and stuff like. Their
I
defense
think they got
is
rid of Max
terrible.
Crosby, didn't they?
Really?
I feel like they did. I'm gonna Google it real quick. Let me hear your 30 while I'm looking this up.
At my 30, I have the Seattle Seahawks at 30. Because
Interesting, yeah, makes sense.
you know, makes sense. You know, you had it at 31, I had 30.
Yeah.
They are in that typical range. They had that win against Denver, which probably boosted them a lot for people.
Yeah.
But then the last 2 weeks it's just been L. So 30, I feel like it's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. My 30. It's kind of a tough one for me, if I'm gonna be honest. Looking at all these teams, a lot of them are just like, so many of them are mediocre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like, maybe they're not the worst, but they're definitely not the best. But I'm gonna throw the Commanders in there. They're really not all that. I expect them to be better this year. Yeah, I expect them to be better, and
they're indeed not.
Yeah, I mean, they beat a good team week 1, but the Jaguars.
Week 1?
Yeah,
the Jags.
The Jaguars just they had to get going.
Yeah, that was week 1. You can't
Yeah.
They had to figure themselves out, and they have. So
I think they definitely have. So yeah. What do you got for 29?
29. I have the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
Mariota,
Not-
he's played pretty well,
Mhm.
but they were competing with the Rams a little bit, but he threw a pick. Game over. I don't even remember who they played this week.
They played the Seahawks, and they
Oh,
and they beat them.
yeah.
It was a close game, which tracks with the power rankings pretty nicely, actually.
Yeah. So
29 for me. I'm gonna have to go extraordinarily what's it called? Controversial. I'm definitely putting the Broncos right around there. I just think
can
when
see
you
that.
have so much talent and all you can do with it is nothing, you're 29. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Sorry,
they're
Buccos.
very disappointing this year so far.
Extremely. Especially since like watching, I got to watch almost that whole game, and Russ just nothing. He does not scramble. He doesn't evade rushers in the pocket. He doesn't find people downfield anymore when he's got pressure. He just takes sacks and throws short passes. That's all he does. And that's not going to win you any games when you have a talented receiving core.
28.
28.
This one also could be controversial, but I think it's pretty fair. I got the New England Patriots here. 1 and 2. They only beat the Steelers.
Yeah, and the Steelers have not been great.
They did not really compete with Miami in the first week, and they really didn't compete with the Ravens last week.
Yep.
I mean, Mac Jones is hurt too, so that's not really going to help. Shout out Devontae Parker, though. He cooked.
Yeah, he played very well.
I like him.
Mm-hmm.
But 28, I feel like New England.
Nice.
And they're in 9 division, so I deserve to hate them a little bit.
Yeah, it's natural to really not like them.
Yeah.
28 for me. It's a quick one. I'm throwing the Jets in there.
Look at that. The AFC East is just getting dookied on.
Yeah. AFC East is really not great, except for the other two teams.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not very good. All they did was hold on, they have a win this year.
Played the Bengals. Yeah, they beat the
I'm looking.
God, who they beat?
What the fuck? I can't find them.
They played the Bengals.
They beat
week?
the Browns.
Oh yeah.
In a game where the Browns definitely should have won, and they
and they came back. Yeah.
Yeah, they gave the win to the Jets.
Yeah.
Just let them get some fourth quarter drives.
Garrett Wilson, shout out him.
Yeah, he is
My man.
very good, but until Zach Wilson comes back, I don't really see much happening for them. Joe Flacco is a thing of the past.
I mean, he was playing like an MVP the first 2 weeks, but now he's gone.
Yeah,
Elite Joe is now Sleepy Joe.
exactly. That's funny. So let's hear your best team out of the shittiest teams in the league.
I said the Patriots.
That was 28.
Yeah, we did top 5.
Yeah, wait, 32, 31, 30. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. My math was off. That's on me. All right.
Now top 5 team.
Top
okay,
5.
This one, we're gonna start from 5.
Yeah, we got to start from 5 for sure.
So I can lead on this one.
Yeah, go ahead, lead on this one.
They lost. Okay, this is my top 5 team, but they lost this week, and it's only because their quarterback is hurt. I have the Chargers at number 5.
Not bad. I think me personally, I'm dropping them out of my top 5 because of this loss, and the team that's taking their spot just beat them. I'm putting Jaguars at 5.
Wow.
Yeah. I think they're really grown into themselves
That's
as a
crazy.
team. 38 points on that defense, with or without a quarterback.
Yeah,
They have
that's
a
impressive.
solid defense, super impressive defense, and they got put 38 on. Jaguars are like that this year. Number 5.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a lot of power rankings, and usually the Jags are around 15, 14. You're having them in 5.
They're being slept on.
Okay.
So wait, they play who do they play this week? They play the Eagles. Ooh.
Oh no!
That's gonna be a game, bro.
What time do they play?
They play at noon.
I was gonna say I have my game. No, I don't. I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna watch that game.
Let me hear number 4.
4. They also lost this week, but they dropped down for me. They dropped from 2 to 4. I got the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mm.
I have them at 4th place.
Yeah, that's a good decent spot for them. Number 4 for me. I don't know. So many teams are, again, like I said earlier, mediocre. But I think 4. Hold on, let me check, make sure. I don't know. I'm gonna put the Ravens at 4.
I was gonna put them at 5,
Mm.
but that lead blown to us was
Right.
kind of hurtful.
Yeah, that does make it a little more difficult, but I feel like they've been performing pretty decently the past. I mean, like they even put 38 on you guys, not terrible, and yeah, they've been putting up decent numbers. Their offense has been cooking.
Yeah,
Lamar, he's out there slinging the rock like most people think he can't. What do you got for 3 though?
3. I have the Dolphins here.
Hmm.
I have the Dolphins at number 3 because I would have never thought I would be at number 3 at the beginning of the season, to be honest.
Yeah,
But 3-0.
teams coming together.
You can't knock 3-0.
Yeah,
Tua's playing pretty well. I mean, hopefully his concussion is better. And
you can throw up the quotations, but I saw this dude
wobbled.
hit the TikTok slump. You know what I'm saying? He said, "Good."
Yeah, it was bad.
I've never seen
I
that.
was watching. I was like, "Whoa, yeah, you got to get him out of here." Teddy is playing, but then he came back in the second half.
Yeah,
But Tua's playing well. Offense is playing well. Defense needs to step up a little bit more, but
right.
we're playing pretty. I like it. I love it. I love it so much.
I like it. I love it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also putting the Dolphins at number 3. Like I wanted to put them at a high spot, but top 2 is definitely not where they're at the moment.
Yeah,
in my personal opinion, not until they get a little bit more competition. I mean, they've been playing really good teams. They played a top 2 team for me this week and won.
yeah.
And they have another tough game this week with the Ravens. So if they win that game, especially if they win it by a decent amount, they're
I saw a power ranking that had us at 1, and I was like, "Calm down, buddy."
Yeah, that's a little excessive.
Yeah, I saw the highest. The highest we were at 1. The lowest I saw us at 4, and I was like, "That's pretty fair."
Yeah.
So number 2, what do you have for 2?
Number 2 is top 2 is tough for me, but I think. Man, who am I? Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, no, I got it figured out actually. The Bills. I'm putting the Bills at 2. I think they lost you guys, but I think they're still those guys. I think they had some key injuries that really put them down. Didn't help, especially since you guys have some crazy talented receivers. Them having 2 guys in their secondary out really did not complement their game plan, I bet.
Yeah. I also have the Bills at 2. I think 1, if they didn't make so many mistakes, they would have beat us. 2, if they didn't have so many injuries, they would have beat us. 3, they're just a better team. Like we have a rookie head coach, Sean McDermott's a top 5 head coach in the league.
Yeah.
So, and the Florida Heat just like cramped everyone that whole game. Like that whole game was just injuries and cramps and people going down.
Yeah.
And it was bad, but I still think the Bills are the second best team in the league, and they are the best team in the AFC.
Yeah.
And they are they're definitely a better team than us. Them going to Miami and having all those injuries definitely helped us, but that loss doesn't really help, or that loss doesn't really bring them down for me.
Especially since the Dolphins are a good team this year. It's hard to drop them when they lose to like who's our number 3 team right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that. It's really hard to drop them down for that.
Like if we would have did power rankings last week, I would have had Miami at 8. And then so like the Bills losing to a top 10 team for most people, that doesn't really hurt them.
Yeah.
So
all it really does is help the Dolphins.
Yeah. We benefited more from that.
Yeah. Number 1 team, I know who we both have. Let's say it on 3.
1, 2, 3. Eagles.
Yeah.
They're the best team in the league, offensively, defensively.
If I'm gonna
They
be honest,
are crazy, man.
it's probably like let's look at who they played. Week 3 they played the Commanders, a top 5 terrible team.
Yeah.
Week 2 they played the Vikings, have not grown into their team yet.
Yeah.
Week 1 they played the Lions, a decent team, but definitely not a top 10 team in my opinion. It's kind of a hype train.
Hey, I am hopping on this.
Yeah. No, I'm also on it. I have them at number 1, but I just wanted to point that out that it's definitely a hype train right now. Who knows what it's gonna be? You know what I mean? Like they could play a good team and then really shit
So
the
they
bed.
play
but-
they play the Jags this week.
Yeah.
Who's their next who's their next team that like they have competition with?
I mean, I
What
think
would you say?
it's a decent competition for them.
Yeah.
The next week, week 5, they play. Hold on. They play the Cardinals. Not a terrible team, kind of mediocre. They play the Cowboys again, mid. Do they have a week 6 or week 7 bye?
Probably.
I think they do. And then they play the Steelers. Yeah, it looks like they have a pretty light,
Pretty easy schedule, yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like they're going to be undefeated all year.
The playoffs is where it matters.
Yeah. Who knows? I think they are on a roll, but it's
Well,
definitely
even-
a hype train.
Yeah, even with the teams they've played so well.
Mhm.
Everything is just connecting. Like Devontae
Yeah.
Smith, like even if like AJ Brown, he had a touchdown last game, but he didn't have the craziest game. But Devontae Smith steps up, and then
Oh, yeah.
Miles Sanders can
Absolutely nuts.
run for 70 yards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Hurts can scramble too. I think they have the best O line in the league too. So it's like
Mhm.
everything there is just it's just.
It makes sense why they're winning for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
If the
definitely not like
Eagles-
fluky wins.
If the Eagles and the Bills have a Super Bowl, bro, it's over for the world.
Yeah, that'd be a crazy game. I'd like to watch.
Yeah, like their two fan bases will just like collide.
Yeah, literally. Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about that. It's around the world.
That would be insane. Where's the Super Bowl this year? Is it New Orleans? I believe so. Speaking of the Super Bowl halftime show,
Rihanna, right?
Riri. It was I saw so many things that saying it was supposed to be Taylor Swift,
Yeah, I saw that.
and then they announced it to be Rihanna, and I'm like, oh, the Swifties are gonna be so mad.
right.
We're gonna lose it.
Rihanna, that'd be a nice Super Bowl halftime. I can mess with
A
that.
lot of Super Bowl halftime shows like bring out guests and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wonder who she's gonna bring out. I have one name in mind who I think she's gonna bring out, but he performed last year, so I don't know if it'll happen. I think she's gonna bring out Kendrick because they have a lot of songs together, and all the songs that they have are just bangers and like very successful.
Yeah.
But that's a good halftime show.